LSD is a type of hallucinogen. It is the most potent mood and perception-altering drug known that can produce effects that last 6 to 12 hours. LSD is a clear, odorless, water-soluble material. It is initially produced in crystalline form, which is then crushed to powder and put into tablets. It is dissolved, diluted, and applied to paper or other materials. It disrupts the interaction of nerve cells and neurotransmitter serotonin. Serotonin is involved in the regulation of mood, hunger, body temperature, sexual behavior, muscle control, and sensory perception. The effects of LSD are seen in two brain regions. One is the cerebral cortex, and the other is the locus coeruleus. The effects of LSD are typically seen within 30 to 90 minutes of taking it. The effects are very unpredictable and depend on the amount taken and the user's personality, mood, and expectations and surroundings. LSD users develop a tolerance for the drug, and after repeated use, they need larger doses to produce the same effects. The physiological effects of LSD include increased blood pressure and heart rate, dizziness, loss of appetite, dry mouth, sweating, nausea, numbness, tremors, emotions that shift rapidly from fear to euphoria. The senses are also highly intensified. Shapes and movements are distorted. And LSD can produce terrifying thoughts, anxiety, fears of insanity, death, or losing control. There are two major long-term effects of LSD. One of them is psychosis, which is a disorder that may include dramatic mood swings, vivid visual disturbances, and hallucinations long after the LSD trip has ended. The effects of psychosis can last for many years. Another long-term effect of LSD is hallucinogen persisting perception disorder. This includes flashbacks of the original feelings when the user was on LSD. These flashbacks can be spontaneous, repeated, or continuous recurrences of hallucinations, visual disturbances, and bright flashes. Since LSD chemically resembles serotonin, it stimulates and binds to serotonin receptors. According to a study by A.J. Cross, LSD binds to two serotonin sites in the human brain equally. These two spots were located on the frontal cortex and the hippocampus. Another study I looked at was a case of persistent visual hallucinations following LSD abuse. The results of this study show that individuals who heavily abuse LSD were more likely to experience complex visual hallucinations when they got older. While researching, I also found studies that explained some potential positive uses of LSD. According to William McLaughlin, some of the post-drug personality changes that LSD caused were less anxiety, greater introspection, less defensiveness and aggression, less materialism and competitiveness, increased creativity, and enhanced interest and appreciation of music and art. Although there is research stating some positive personality changes, I think that overall LSD has a negative effect on the brain. Long-term effects such as psychosis and HPPD are serious disorders that can be caused by just using LSD once. So the question is, why should JMU students be concerned? And I think they should be concerned because drug and alcohol abuse on campuses is an issue around the world today. It is important for students to know the short-term and long-term effects of drugs so they can know the harm that these drugs do to their bodies. Everyone knows that JMU students like to have fun, so it is important that they know what to do in situations that may be harmful.